Jack Doherty has somehow gotten worse. Basically, a YouTuber named PackGod released a new video where he confronts Jack Doherty for being a massive scumbag. Now, you probably know who PackGod is already, but in case you didn't, he's basically that guy who makes a bunch of roast videos. I'm sure you've seen them. They're probably in some TikTok edits or something. But yeah, basically this time he's confronted Jack in this video titled PackGod versus Jack Doherty. And basically he just asked Jack why he's an immoral piece of trash. He asked him about promoting OnlyFans and promoting gambling to kids and if he actually feels bad about anything, right? He makes him question his own character for the first time. And yeah, the whole thing is just really telling as to Jack's real character that he is actually just a massive scumbag. We had the whole car crash thing where he nearly got his friend killed and he didn't even care. He's apparently been scamming people recently as well. But yeah, let's check this out and break down every single one of his goddamn excuses for all of the horrible shit he does.
A man known for his multiple despicable scams, texting while driving, then crashing in a McLaren, pimping out 18-year-old girls to OnlyFans contracts, and then proceeding to promote them to his fan base of children, and much, much more. Well, recently I had reached out to his manager and asked if he would be down to do an interview for a documentary I was doing on upcoming young content creators, and surprisingly, he actually said yes. And let's just say things got a bit heated in the call.
Okay, I'm actually not surprised that he said yes to this documentary. He probably thought it was going to be like a positive documentary to glaze him, the future of content creation, young superstar Jack Doherty. But I'm glad this is out there so everybody can see for themselves what kind of a person Jack actually is. So PackGod starts the interview by asking Jack about his main sources of income, right? Which is obviously his degenerate OnlyFans deals, where he scouts like the youngest girls legally possible and signs them up to OnlyFans and takes a percentage of their income.
So one thing that a lot of people were asking about that I'll just relay for you is your primary source of income. Where would you say you make the most amount of money on the internet? If you don't mind disclosing that. If you do, that's
I'm pretty sure you're digging for the OnlyFans answer. No, I'm kidding, but obviously, I mean, it's not like, so that's not known. But yeah, I mean, a decent amount of my money comes from OnlyFans management and that side of things, but also a decent chunk of it, my monthly income comes from my own stuff. I have a kick deal, I have a gambling deal, I have a YouTube channel and a bunch of other stuff. So I make enough money, off just myself, but yeah, I also run a business because it helps me fund everything else I do,
Yeah, fund everything else I do. Of course, Jack wouldn't be able to fund the wonderful content he does if not for the scummy OnlyFans deals. What content, you ask? Harassing random people on the street, getting into car crashes, nearly killing his friend. All of this stuff really requires a lot of funding, obviously, because, naturally, everybody wants to beat this guy up. So he needs to hire 24/7 security so that he can actually bully people without getting his head shoved into a toilet. This guy is so pathetic, it's not even funny. He's like trying to come up with a bunch of things as if he actually does anything else than just be a stain on this world. Anyways, after this, PackGod asks about the gambling deals, right? And how he is explicitly promoting it to children to get them hooked early, right? Because obviously, nobody above the age of 10 is actually watching Jack Doherty as a fan. I'm sure he has a bunch of adult viewers that are hate watchers, just to see if this guy conveniently, got ran over by a car or something like that, right? But yeah, I don't think any full-grown adults are actually watching this guy, which he actually does admit that, yes, his fan base is actually full of kids and he will still promote gambling.
So you said you had a gambling deal. Is that what the website?
No, I mean, I was about to work with them, but I ended up just going with a different company. Like, I literally just locked it in last week.
Awesome. So basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to get paid to stream yourself gambling, correct?
Basically.
Okay, and do you have some sort of code where like someone can sign up with your code and then you'll get a percent of that?
What are you, the feds?
Yeah, when the police break down his door one day, he's going to be saying the same shit. But honestly, Jack is probably 24/7 paranoid because the amount of borderline illegal shit he does, and I just say borderline because I don't have confirmation here, but he probably is worried about going to jail. And not to mention, this guy has pretty much given the internet every reason to just jump him at any moment. And honestly, you can't blame people for it, right? When he's this insufferable. And we have that guy Johnny Somali just getting knocked out left and right by random people, going in and out of prison. I don't know what the hell's happening with that guy. And Jack is pretty much next.
Do you have a code? Because I mean, there's a lot of ethical issues people have with people.
No, I don't have a code yet. We haven't even figured all that out yet. But it's more of like I just rock the brand, I don't even gotta gamble. I don't like gambling. I'm not really for gambling.
So why are you doing a gambling deal then? Because
for
I'm
money. You know, at the end of the day, we all do things for money. But
I know, but so you say you don't like gambling, but you're willing to do it just
I
for
don't like
money.
Jack Doherty, but you got a call with him. No, I'm kidding, but.
Nah, that is some Einstein logic right there. So apparently, talking to someone evil like Jack Doherty is equal to actually doing something evil. Apparently, you're not allowed to talk to anybody evil, like, court cases, judges, lawyers. Yeah, no, all of them, just put him in jail immediately. 10 out of 10 logic by Jack. And if he said something stupid, don't worry, he was just joking, which is a theme you will see throughout this video. After pretty much every other sentence, he'll be like, I was just kidding. I was just joking. I was just kidding. I was just joking, right? Because anytime he says something completely brain dead, it's a joke. It's what I call the KSI strategy, just start yapping and saying the dumbest shit, half the stuff you actually do think, and then if it goes wrong, just say that you're kidding the entire time. But I do love the plain admission and shamelessness, like, it's for the money, I do it for the money, I don't care, I don't even like gambling or anything, it's just getting me money. So, like, that's not surprising or anything, considering his main profession of signing up, young girls for OnlyFans and taking most of their revenue. Again, regarding the gambling thing, if it's adults and all, it's fine or whatever. Some people still have moral qualms with it or whatever. You're allowed to gamble as an adult. But the thing is, this guy's audience is full of kids who doesn't know any better, and he still does not care.
No, it's just an interview. Do you feel like it may be a negative thing by any chance to promote gambling to especially, a younger audience, considering the fact that it may cause them into signing up onto these gambling sites and becoming gambling addicts themselves?
I mean, as long as they use my code, I'm completely okay with it.
On every video on Jack Doherty, there's always that one comment that says he has the most punchable face on the planet. And I have to agree now. This dude is absolutely insufferable. Just level 99 piece of shit. Obviously, he's not even taking this seriously anymore because he knows if he actually confronts the shitty things he's done, he'll have to take accountability and face the fact that he's just a horrible person. Like, PackGod is out here saying, hey dude, do you know that what you're doing is really messed up and can lead to you ruining the lives of a bunch of kids who watch you, who grow up to then become gambling addicts? And this guy's response is, yeah, they just gotta use my code, bro. Like, he doesn't give a single shit, and honestly, I'm really surprised that he hasn't left a call already, because usually when these kinds of people get pressed in interviews like this, they just leave the call or say that, oh, this is just a hater or something like that. But luckily, we have a ton of footage of this, and PackGod essentially just keeps pressing him more and more, exposing how much of a scumbag he is, and Jack just sits there smiling and is like, yeah, I am just the worst,
So you're okay with them developing a gambling addiction as long as it financially benefits yourself?
Bro, I don't think I'm gonna be starting anyone's gambling addiction. I'm not going that deep into it, bro. I'm just trying to get a bag.
But
No,
if
I'm
you
kidding.
get, well,
I mean, at the end of the day,
I'm just curious, why do you keep saying
at the end of the
something
day,
and then saying I'm just kidding
you can't
after?
control what people do online. If I'm gonna get someone if I don't get someone into gambling because of my videos, then someone else is gonna get that person into gambling.
Yeah, but
because
you
of
can
their videos,
influence what people do online, right? Like, you can influence
Yeah, for
someone. Like,
sure,
somebody
but,
can be like, I'm Jack Doherty's biggest fan. I'm watching Jack Doherty gamble right now. This looks so cool. So now I'm going to go gamble myself. And I may be using money that I don't have because I'm not rich like Jack Doherty, and I'm not playing with house money like Jack Doherty.
I know not to gamble. Obviously, I have a lot of money and I don't gamble. Like,
Not gonna lie, I'd argue that every time you harass somebody in public, that's a pretty big gamble, because that might lead to someone someday absolutely knocking you on the head. So I don't know, maybe you're not really gambling money, you might be gambling a brain injury. I'd say. Anyways, just breaking down that other part, this moron is so detached from what he's doing, it's actually crazy. So he knows that he influences people, and that's why he's getting paid money to do this shit, right? Money that is directly being lifted from his audience's wallets, because that's exactly how it works. It's not like, oh, I do a gambling sponsor and it's just over. When that gambling sponsor pays you, the money they are giving you is money that you will be making them from your audience losing money on that gambling website or gambling whatever it is. Basically, your fans are going to be wasting money on these websites, which is the money they are paying you, essentially. In fact, more money, because they'll always want to make a profit. So essentially, you're just robbing your own audience of money and putting it into your pocket. It's just with extra steps over here. And you're not even providing them with a product or service or game or anything like that. This is just into the void. It's gambling money. It's just gone, you know? In fact, speaking of gambling, crazy timing, but I literally just got offered a DraftKings sponsor just a few days ago. And they literally pay crazy amounts of money. We pretty much all know this. Anything to do with gambling is just insane amounts of money. Like XQC got like $100 million for it, although that was like a platform deal as well. But obviously it was funded by gambling or whatever, which is why so many creators take it, right? The rates they give are so absolutely absurd. You wouldn't need to work for the next 5 years, if ever. But of course, I'm not going to take that shit no matter how much money it is, because at that point, I mean, how are you any different from people like Jack Doherty here, you know, where you're selling your audience out for money, and then even if you got that massive bag, it's just not worth it because, you know, you've just sold your soul essentially, and then that money is basically tainted. I know like some people just don't believe in karma or shit like that, but I don't know. I think it's helpful to believe it, so you just stay away from dumb shit like that. But yeah, honestly, his explanation is so dumb. He thinks that it's okay because he doesn't gamble in real life and he has money. How is that even relevant to the conversation? You realize your audience is different, right? After seeing your ads, they might actually go and gamble, and they actually don't have money because they are 5, all right? He also says he's not going to be getting people addicted to gambling. He's not going to go that far. But by promoting the sponsor or whatever, you literally expose thousands of people to gambling, especially kids, and you don't have control over what they go on to do, okay? Logically, what do you think is going to happen? If thousands and thousands of people are seeing one of these ads, at least one of them is going to become an addict. Especially when they're younger, they get addicted more easily and it sticks with you for life. There's literally studies on this as well where it shows that you are more susceptible to lifelong addiction when you're exposed to things like gambling or even like porn addiction or whatever with OnlyFans and shit.
Like but so you agree that gambling is you think that gambling is a stupid thing to do, correct?
Sure.
So why would you willingly promote that to your fans?
What? Because why not? No, I'm kidding.
Of course, he's kidding, guys. I can't believe you guys are taking this seriously. Put the pitchforks down. Stop typing the comment. He was kidding. He was kidding this entire time. Oh my god. So wait a minute, Jack. You're telling me the OnlyFans contracts are real. You know, the fact that you're promoting gambling to kids is real, but also you're kidding. You know, anytime he gets any criticism, it's a joke, bro. What does that even mean? This is like shooting someone, wiping off the blood and saying I was kidding. Like they're still dead, bro. Okay, this next part is absolutely insane. He literally admits he knows people whose lives have been ruined by gambling that are quite close to him as well, and still he continues to do it.
But like, I mean,
wait, can I ask you a question? Why do you, is that like a
lot of stupid, like I promote, do I not promote OnlyFans as well? Like, don't mind me for that too, dog. I haven't even started this gambling thing. Yeah.
Oh my. Well, maybe I'm trying to help prevent you from doing it. Maybe I'm trying to help you see some reason with the whole gambling thing. Just because I personally know people that have ruined their entire lives over gambling.
Trust me, I know too. I help people around me too that have the same problem.
I know, but you just but do you see why that's so weird?
I'm gonna put it right back in once I get my code.
Yeah, he's just never going to give a serious answer to this because he knows at that point he has to confront the fact that he's just a horrible person, which he will dodge until the ends of the earth, right? And I will never understand the logic of, I also know people whose lives have been ruined by gambling. I have so many friends who ruined their lives. I totally understand this. But also I'm going to keep promoting it so that other people can ruin their lives. Like, if you've seen firsthand how absolutely bad and life-ruining this shit is, then why do you continue to do it? Like, that's literally saying, hey, I'm fully aware of what I'm doing, and I'm still going to do it because I'm a massive scumbag. This is like saying your mom was killed by drunk driving, so you go out on the street and hand out bottles of alcohol to every driver you see on the highway. Like, what kind of reverse bullshit logic is that? I know people whose lives have been ruined, so I'm gonna go and ruin more lives. Also, we're not gonna brush past that comment of, come at me for OnlyFans. Like, goddamn, you know, calm down. We're gonna get to that too as well. We haven't even dissected this gambling thing, and he's already on to another one of his degenerate list of things. Like, don't worry, we can come at you for that as well very easily. Even like your girlfriend was equally morally bankrupt with them doing videos explicitly advertising to kids as well. I made a video on it before on Jack's supposed girlfriend promoting OnlyFans to minors.
Would you rather have this girl or this Urus?
I'm taking that Urus.
Urus?
Yep.
All right. Would you rather have this girl or this McLaren? McLaren? Oh, okay. All right, well, sorry. All right, would you rather have this girl or this blue Lambo?
Lambo.
Still?
Still.
Not good enough for you?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Can men promote OnlyFans with 11-year-old girls? Yeah, I mean, it's just disgusting. You're making these innuendo videos with a literal 11-year-old and you're promoting adult websites in like the comments and the description and everywhere. Like, it honestly needs jail time. I'm surprised this is not illegal, honestly.
99% gamblers quit right before their biggest win, huh? No, I'm kidding. Don't put that in there.
No, it's all right. Well, I mean, you're just kidding, right? So, I mean, how could anybody possibly fault you for anything you say if you're just kidding about everything you say, right?
Exactly, bro. Case closed.
I mean, where'd you learn that? Like, did you learn that from somewhere? Did you pick it up or did you create that yourself? Did your dad say he loved you once and then it just kind of went from there? Like, where'd you learn that catchphrase?
You know, when this guy inevitably gets punched in the face by somebody, I hope the person just says they're just kidding, because then it would be a joke. Another 15 punches would also be a joke, because no harm done, according to Jack Doherty here. I don't know, I find it sad. He's like a husk of a person, honestly. He can't be serious for a single second. He's fully into the Jack Doherty persona. He hides behind jokes, and I'm just kidding, to avoid any sort of real conversation. I don't know if he'll ever grow out of this, but I really hope so.
A lot of people have, you know, some fault with you promoting OnlyFans to young children. What would you say to these people who'd say that, you know, that's an irresponsible thing to do? You know, making videos for young children with editing that's stylized for young children, and then at the end of these videos, what you're doing is promoting pornography. What do you say to that?
Business, dog. What are you gonna do about it?
It's just business?
I'm kidding. Sorry.
No, okay, Jack, come on, man. Come on. How about you just say it, but then stand by it. Just say it's just business and then be like, it's just business. Just say, just be like, look, I'm gonna promote.
It's just like at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And
Yep, that's exactly right. This is literally all just business for him. Despite the fact that he says he's kidding, he's obviously not. It makes him money. He doesn't care about anything else. And I'll tell you the actual problem that, you know, nobody's pointing out here. The consequences are far removed from the action. It's kind of like when a president launches a nuke to another country. For them, it's just pressing a button. But on the other side, people are blown up and dying, right? And families are like torn apart. The same thing is happening here for Jack. It's just saying a few words, listening to his managers, doing a couple streams, signing a couple contracts. On the other side, people are literally ruining their lives and emptying their bank accounts. Even for the OnlyFans thing, it's just like, you know, this person gets naked and shakes their butt or whatever. On the other side, some kid is starting their lifelong addiction to prawn. So I feel like anytime you do these things, there needs to be a TV screen right next to you, like massive movie size, that shows you the other side of what happens. And you need to be forced to watch it for 3 hours straight, right? You just can't hide from the consequences of your actions like this.
Just be like, I'm gonna promote to kids because I want to make money, and that's it, right?
I'm kidding. All right, ready? You don't gotta look at it like that. There's a million people online that are social media influencers and they do OnlyFans. Like, people that you don't even think do it. Like,
the classic, other people do it, therefore I can do it. Jack, did you know that other people commit murder too? Are you gonna follow in their footsteps? Such a stupid argument every single time. Well, other people are doing it, therefore why don't you go cancel them?
Would you say that if you were to look in the mirror right now and you see yourself in the mirror and you say, I'm proud of who I am today, would you say that or not? And just be honest with me.
For sure, I definitely would say I'm proud of who I am today. You know, obviously, everyone makes mistakes in life. You got to learn from them. Every time I make a mistake, I analyze what I did wrong, and I'm like, let me make sure that never happens again because I don't want to be in that same situation.
When? When have you ever done that ever? What mistake have you corrected? Send me a clip. Jesus Christ. What situation have you actually learned from? What a bunch of baloney. Which self-improvement book did you learn from that? You have implemented absolutely zero of what you are saying. Like, learning from your mistakes, my butt, bro. Continues to do the same shit every single time.
Now, all right. Now, I like, this is the last time I'll say this. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but since, you know, I admit it, you admit it, our fan base is made the majority of kids. Do you think that it would be unwise to promote gambling and OnlyFans?
Bro, I haven't even gotten a penny from this gambling deal yet, dog. Why are we still on this topic?
All right, can you calm down, buddy? Right.
No,
I don't know why. Wait, were you just? Wait, please tell me you were just kidding there when you got angry, right? Were you just? Kidding?
No, I was just kidding.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting angry, bro.
I hope you're just kidding, right? No. How about you back up? How about you back up? You're getting a bit close. I can see your.
I'm gonna get my security guard, dog.
I can see your butt chin in the camera. I'm good off that, little bro.
Okay, he's absolutely cooking him. But you know, Jack was about to get his security guard to come and shout at him through the camera or something. But honestly, my verdict is that he's a scumbag through and through. There's no fixing these people, and you know, maybe one day day he wakes up and he has an epiphany or something because, you know, he is still young or whatever. But honestly, I feel like he will continue to be a bottom feeder for the rest of his life. Anyways, after this, PackGod asks him why he thinks he's successful, and then suddenly he has so much to say. 10 years worth of yapping about how he's so successful, his genius, hard work, and everything. You exploit brain dead kids. That's how. Okay, that's the answer. So then PackGod goes on to do his signature roast. I'm not gonna play that part, obviously. You know, go check out his video if you want to see that. But here's what people are saying in the comments. Jack Doherty burns down a children's hospital. Nah, I'm kidding. It's just a joke, guys. Hope Jack soon finds out his bodyguard can't pluck bullets. Jack Doherty saying anything shady. Nah, I'm just kidding. He is just kidding, guys. Everything he does, his life is a joke. You look like Justin Bieber fused with the geometry dash square. Let me know what you guys thought about Jack's little interview here. As always, thank you for watching. Click this video for more content, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.